Hey there, how you doing? It's Dave, I'm back with you. I've got my Pleasureway RV right behind me. And for those of you that have not been following me real long, I just want to make sure it's very clear to you. This is my second RV in the year. The quick story is, and I want to share with you why you absolutely need to touch and feel and drive your rig before you buy it. No matter how good it looks online, no matter how good it looks and feels to you online, you have to touch it and feel it and drive it. Okay, so about a little over a year ago, I had never had an RV in my life, and my wife and I were really excited to get into the lifestyle and get a rig and drive it around the country and have some fun with it, but we knew nothing about them. But I was looking online and I found a good one that, at least I thought it was a good one. It was on the other side of the country. We're on the East Coast. It was in California. I saw all the pictures. I talked to the guy selling it. He actually even FaceTimed me, and he was giving me a virtual tour online. He was showing me everything, how everything worked, and it looked great. So I gave him money online. A friend of mine volunteered to go out and drive it back for me from California to the East Coast, and all was good. And when we got it, it was fine. I mean, everything looked okay. But see, here's the problem: not having had an RV ever in my life, I wasn't really sure what to look for. And as it turned out, this rig had some problems. I mean, nothing horrible, but had I felt it and tried it and driven it and really tested it, taken it through, the rigors of testing, I may not have bought this exact RV. In fact, I probably would not have bought it. What were some of the problems? Well, it had some leaking. The generator, generally, it took a lot of tries before getting it going. But one of the major things was this thing just didn't drive. How can I explain this? It was not a comfortable drive. If you hit like bumps in the roads, it would really like go up and down and bounce like crazy, and there'd be a lot of noise, and it just wasn't what you call a smooth ride. And I thought, okay, well, maybe that's the way all RVs are. This is a Class B. This is my new one actually, but it was a Class B. It was a leisure travel, and it's built on a van chassis. I thought maybe that's the way it should be. But again, to make a very long story short, those of you that have followed me for some time know the story. After about close to 1 year of owning this and putting a decent amount of money into it, brand new tires and new shocks and all kinds of things like that, we had a fire under the dash. It was caused by a guy changing the coach battery. He shorted something out and it went up to the dash, and we had a big fire, and the insurance company actually totaled it. They called it a total loss, and they wrote me a nice big fat check, and I was able to search online and find me a good one. Now, the second time around, I was very careful. There was no way I was ever going to buy another rig without traveling to it and sitting in it and looking at every single nook and cranny and testing it and driving it and putting it through the test, which we did. It was in Toledo, Ohio, so not all that far. We got on a plane, we went there, we checked it out. It drove, first of all, it looked like it was in mint condition. I mean, look at this thing. It's a 2007, but it is like brand spanking new. It's just in perfect condition here. We drove it. This drove more like an SUV than a truck. I was thinking to myself, God, the whole last year, I was thinking maybe that's the way these things drove, but no, it's not true. See, I wasn't able to test the first one. But this drive, it's like night and day. This drives smooth and easily, and the mirror systems are much better, and I'm more confident driving because I can actually see the blind spots in the mirrors, the way the mirrors are. It's night and day. So we tested it, we drove it all the way back from Toledo, Ohio to the Baltimore, Maryland area, and I got to tell you something. I've got myself a great RV right now, a beautiful RV that I put minimal money into this time. I put a new audio system into it, updated the whole audio system. But other than that, other than updating the audio and some video stuff in the back, I really haven't had to put any money in it. Whereas the first one, if I would have seen it in person, I would have realized that, yeah, this is maybe okay, but I would have had to put a lot of money into it, which I did. So my thought for the day, my lesson for the day is, if you're, and this is a great lifestyle. I mean, let me tell you something. We love this. We absolutely love the RV lifestyle. But if you're thinking about getting one or getting a new one, and if you think you are, first of all, if you're new to RVing, you've got to check it out yourself. If you've been a long-time RVer, still, you've got to touch it and feel it and drive it, and look for every little possible thing that could go wrong, because you're going to see things in person that you just will not see on video, in photographs, online, with the owner describing it. They're just going to be things you miss. Now, the funny thing is, our first one, after the insurance company totaled it, somebody must have bought it at auction and fixed it up, and they had it for sale on eBay. Now, I'm the owner, so I knew all the little idiosyncrasies. And let me tell you something, the buyer that bought my old one on eBay, after it was even reworked and the dash was all fixed and all this new stuff was put on, they have no idea what they've got coming to them, because I saw the description. And this guy, maybe not intentionally, I'm not saying he did anything wrong, maybe not intentionally, but he left out a lot of things that were wrong with this, that the new owner's going to get it, and they're going to say, oh shoot, we should have checked this thing out before we bought it on eBay. We should have checked it out live. That's my tip of the day. I can't wait to come back to you for more. By the way, my channel is just starting to take off right now. We got about 400, almost 400 subscribers. Yoko and I, my wife and I, Yoko, are getting, and our cat Boo Boo, who's right back here. There's Boo Boo sitting on the, can you see him? Let me see, where is he? Can't really, he's there somewhere. He's there. Our cat Boo Boo is, he's there. He's taking a little nap. I got to show you because he's so darn cute. Hang on one second. There he is, right there. He doesn't realize this, but he's getting ready to take our little ride with us in about a month. About 1 month, we're going to be traveling across the country from the East Coast to Colorado and Utah, and really having a great time in our RV, which is we also named our second one Sarani, means further in Japanese. We're going to be taking our lives further in Sarani 2, but we're still just calling it Sarani. And we're excited. So make sure, I started to say, we're just getting to 400 subscribers on YouTube here. So we're fairly new at this. If you know of anybody in the RV world who is thinking about getting an RV or wants to follow a husband and wife and an elderly cat across the country and watch what happens to them in their RV, let them know about my channel here. And by the way, if you're just watching this, make sure you click subscribe, because we got some great things coming to you in the very near future. Until then, until next time, actually, until next video, I'm Dave in my RV or outside of my RV. See you later.